They are a massive threat to Call of Duty. You can tell by this big ass update today. No skill-based
Rumor said Call of Duty is in serious trouble.
Dude, Battlefield 6 is crushing it right now. 1 hour after Battlefield 6 was released, it had 700,000 players on Steam. And that's Steam alone, dude. That's crazy. What's also crazy is this was like middle of the day on a weekday. So like, do you guys not have jobs? Or like, how are we doing this? The game also made over $100 million in pre-orders on Steam. So to everybody that protested, don't pre-order this game, I mean, I think you guys need a new strategy because no one got the memo. And it's clear as day that they are a massive threat to Call of Duty. You can tell by this big ass update today. No skill-based matchmaking, that's massive. Changes the aim assist, people complain about that all the time. And they're gonna make the Call of Duty operators look more like soldiers. I can't even believe I just said that. So no more Nicki Minaj, Beavis and Butthead, Kevin Durant, like what? These are a bunch of updates that the Call of Duty community has asked for years, but they just haven't done. This is the beauty of having competition. It forces you to step your shit up.
Is Call of Duty Black Ops 7 cooked? Well, not according to these reports. Call of Duty takes about $500 to $600 million to make and recoups $4 to $5 billion based on their game cycle, depending on the game. I don't feel like Call of Duty is cooked, but I do feel like it is brewing and it is in trouble. $100 million in pre-orders is absolutely amazing and definitely tells that basically Battlefield is for sure profitable. Now, I am wondering how much money they can actually make for the next Battlefield game. Can they make 2 studios like Call of Duty? Can they release every single year? Can they withhold this amount of player base? And that is a big question because they don't have the same partnerships, they don't have the same level of marketing, and they don't have the same type of budget. But maybe they don't need it. Maybe that is a wake-up call for Call of Duty that they are losing some bread and butter. What I'm talking about is some money, and a lot of players will have to, move on to Battlefield 6 from COD itself. They did some great changes, but half of the player base is also disappointment by bad movement, no big maps, no awesome skins such as Beavis and Butthead. Jokes aside, we do have some more games coming up like in Call of Duty in less than a month, and the other game that we have is GTA 6 in 2026. How will Call of Duty compete with that when they are releasing Modern Warfare 4? I feel like next year there's gonna be no competition for Call of Duty, while really Call of Duty lost the war this year. I'm also wondering what will be happening with Battlefield for the next few months. Will the player base just forget about it? There is only one new map and maybe some new weapons coming each month. So what do you guys personally think? I think this is a great way for Call of Duty to take action and become better of itself, make content better, and make just the idea of what fans want more clear. I also feel that this win from Battlefield 6 was their last resort. Otherwise, they would literally have to cancel the whole series as they would not be profitable. They lost with Battlefield 5, they lost with Battlefield 2042, and now I'm very happy that they won with Battlefield 6 because it's one of my favorite games in my childhood. Slowly, sometimes I'm having a love-hate relationship with. Sometimes Call of Duty is super nice to me, and sometimes it's very, very strict with me and giving me an SBMM pro players. That's what I don't like. It's a toxic relationship between us two. But one thing is for sure, Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies will always prevail to Battlefield's games, and I am definitely very excited to see what happens next. What do you guys personally think? I think it's gonna be a head-on battle, and it's gonna be an uphill climb now for Call of Duty, but luckily they have an unlimited money, unlimited budget, and hopefully they do some changes down there in Activision because it is much needed. The free money that they once thought was free is not so free anymore now that we have some competition. Even though Battlefield 6 has way more pre-orders, I still think Call of Duty will win in terms of sales, but not in terms of general reception. How many people do you think Battlefield 6 players will move on to Call of Duty once the trailers drop and once the game drops? Let me know down in the comments below. What do you think? Do you prefer Battlefield 6 or do you prefer the good old classic Call of Duty SBMM? Smash that like button.